It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Saints and the Patriots, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by one of the most productive QBs in the last decade. It's year 10 for the Fresno Stater now. Here's Derek Carr.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. They didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this up past the 40.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Carr now on first down. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave, but it'll be second down. You look at this Patriots defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop. Held him to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
On play action, it's Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Stevenson. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3rd and 12.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Saints.
Here's Carr to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number 1.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. To the right side, this is Stevenson. There's a nice move, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's to the running back, Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Carr going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Carr completes it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short. You look at this Patriots defense, and they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And this game, for them, is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll bring Renfro in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3.
5 yards.
Carr now to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Patriots' 23-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And this one dropped in the end zone. looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's fourth down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And he will have a Patriots first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The Patriots at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to throw again. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown!
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Slide for the PAT.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. From his end zone, here's Renfro. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, now Carr.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now Carr.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On 1st down, Carr.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Open man is born. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision to go and picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Nice play from Smith-Schuster to get the 1st down, and he rejuvenated his career in a 1-year stop with Kansas City last season. And the Patriots aggressively target him in free agency, hoping to jumpstart their offense.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on on the season.
And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people go, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. Throwing his car on third down. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin in South Florida. It's not retirees or snowbirds, but it is New Yorkers traveling down to the Sunshine State. The Giants in town to take on Miami. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Darius Slayton, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we head a little further north up to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Drake London, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Now Jones.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with him. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the first down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They run once more with Stevenson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Gibson. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really given them fits with his legs in this one.
Got him tied knots, doesn't he? Because you can see the indecision all the way through. Because when you're defending an RPO and you have to have the proper assignments, that means you're thinking instead of reacting, and he's taking full advantage of that, having a big game.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Saints.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From midfield, here's Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 38. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Carr to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Russell Gage, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is down to 28-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Carter, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. 95 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Carr will try it again on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 22-yard line.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 111 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
7-yard line.
Here's Stevenson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Patriots have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Little short pass here to Hill, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw his Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Play action, now it's Carr. Throw out wide is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Carr now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots 36-yard line.
Now Carr again. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to goal.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
New England's offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Stevenson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10 from the gun at Stevenson. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Carr completes it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Carr. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Carr. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New England, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's week 6 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Alexander Madison. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Raiders and the Pats. All that and more coming up next.
Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, Trey Tucker. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Leading them out, still one of the most recognizable QBs in the game and one of the most fun QBs in his 5th season. It's Gardner Minshew.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm. As a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off play action, it's Minshew. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dietrich Wise able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Minshew sets to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Now a man who played at Centennial High here in Las Vegas, Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 22 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Out of the gun is Minshew. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? And too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On the handoff, Stevenson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now. Back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it as we resume action.
This taken in at the goal line.
Ship. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now Minshew. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On the return is Jones. That'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The tight end Henry here in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's caught by Myers.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Myers may be one of the most unsung wide receiver ones of the last 2 seasons with over 800 yards of steady production both years. The Raiders add him to a loaded receiver room, and they'll rely on him to move the chains as he did in New England.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
They'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
On play action, they'll throw.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. For the returner, Trey Tucker going to bring this one out, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. He hits Adams, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It'll be Minshew again. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense. The good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
That time to completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe.
Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 4. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We get started up at MetLife Stadium. Philadelphia making the 90-minute drive up the turnpike to take on New York. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. Paris Campbell, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Isaiah Pacheco, an afternoon to remember, 4 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. The Dolphins are able to level their record at 3-3 with the victory. We saw a solid first half from the Oklahoma man, Ramondre Stevenson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. And that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Patriots.
Straight ahead at Stevenson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now back to throw.
That is caught by Douglas.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Henry's got it out on the left side. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Now a handoff. Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
They'll run with Stevenson.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Ramondre Stevenson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Tucker now to return it. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's Minshew.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Sly on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Anthony Jennings,
the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
New England's offense set to go.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Stevenson gets it again on second down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here is third and 5.
And it brings up third down.
They run once more with Stevenson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Minshew. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
This goes out wide from Madison. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Again, Minshew looking to throw. From right side, taken in by Gallup. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Caught on the right side by Adams. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. New England trying to get a place on offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Back to Stevenson on first down.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 83 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New England.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
From the gun, it's Stevenson.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a Patriots first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
On the counter, it's Stevenson.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be... It's a foot race! And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Pats, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC East. It's the Bills and the Patriots, next on Madden Football.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets it up past the 35. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
On first down, Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Allen off the play fake. Completes it to Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week: 22 carries, 93 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Now he's loose at the 40 and down right around the 37. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the first down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Stevenson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete. The Patriots at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Sly able to put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 19 carries, 67 yards. From the gun, it's Allen.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Allen now on 1st down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 43-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards that time.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Well, this defense for the Pats, they played really well in a win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On second down, Johnson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard, because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To the air, Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Bills to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Throwing on first down is Allen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
New England's offense set to go. And they'll start with great field position, try to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Down 2 scores already. I don't think these guys would be too enthralled with the notion of settling for 3 here. Very nice job of execution on 3rd down. Able to keep the drive moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown, New
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Pats have cut it back within a score.
And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Samuel going to go in motion right.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Here now, third and a yard.
On play action, Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
With a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40.
So the Patriots coming out now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
He's going to keep this again.
And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's make some good calls, offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You can score on these guys.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll drop to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Pass incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Allen slow complete to Shakir. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Allen going to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Johnson. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, Allen. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. DeAndre Swift with a rushing touchdown there. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And that one, all tied. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to the 40.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2nd and 5. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Hold it. Offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
Brought down by Terrell Bernard. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Bills.
He'll look to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Stevenson. He stiff arms him. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Take it all the way! Make them jump off sides!
They're going to look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Bills are going to get the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. Setting up the screen for Cook. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Bills.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Got a man. It's Brown. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Allen to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Off the play fake. Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To the air, Allen. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now out come the Patriots. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Stevenson. And nothing but daylight ahead. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Slide for the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Finding Shakir across the formation. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The throw over the middle taken in. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 45-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard. They run the counter with Cook, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Buffalo.
They run again on 1st down. Cook down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal. Still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Through the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it to the post. Go up 2 scores.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete once again to Bourne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. On play action, they'll throw. Well, he was caught by Smith-Schuster. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back to throw again. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Their mobile quarterback with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath.
Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try to bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts to realize opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
That is caught by Shakir.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So the Patriots now down by 2. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Back to throw.
He's got Henry.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
They'll look to throw.
To Henry.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Well, this one part was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Patriots, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.